Hello and welcome back to Samo Diecast. My name is Ron. Well, is everybody ready for another Random Restoration Monday? Today I have my custom Tbird Redline from when I was a kid. And this one, as you can see, is a beautiful shade of olive. I'm not sure why I picked olive, but it may have been the only one they had. And as you can tell, it's rather play-worn. The red lines and most of the wheels are really worn away, but it's all here. Glass is intact, the hood's intact, and we're going to tear it down, and we are going to bring it back to a little more respectable condition. So everybody stay tuned, and we'll blow this thing apart and see what we're up against. Well, we have our little 57 custom Tbird all drilled out. 1968 Mattel. It has the bearing style wheels, what's left of them. 2 posts. And like I said, the hood opens. It's a little reluctant, but it will open. And beautiful engine. Gonna leave the hood on and got the post drilled and tapped. So we're good there. So we're gonna get that cleaned up. Got our windshield, which is dirty, very dirty. We'll have to clean that up. And man, we're gonna have to play nice with that. That's just barely hanging on. So we'll clean that up very carefully. And we'll get those wheels off, get this in the lime away and water, clean that up, and then we'll give it a little alignment along with a new set of meats. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Get the casting in the stripper, get the interior and the window cleaned up, and get that base in the lime away and water. Everybody stay tuned. All right, well, we have our custom 57 Tbird all cleaned up and polished. It cleaned up pretty well, polished out pretty well. Even gave the engine a little bit of a polish. Overall, it's not in bad shape. There was a little bit of play wear and dents and dings on the high edges of the front and rear fenders. And I got as much of that out of there as I could. Couldn't get it all, but hey, it's a toy. And it's 50 years old, or they're 54 years old, something along that line. But we're going to go ahead and get this into paint. I think I'm going to do a rattle can version of Windex blue on it, or light blue, and see how that comes out. So let's go ahead, get to paint. Everybody stay tuned. And before we get to the reveal, let's take a quick look back at our 1957 custom Tbird Redline from 1968, one of the original Sweet 16. Let's go ahead and get to the reveal and see how much success I had at restoring this little beauty. Everybody please stay tuned. Well, here is our completed little 1969 Hot Wheels Redline 57 custom Tbird. Did what I could with it. The interior was real close to being shot. Had to put in a a replacement steering wheel. I was able to save the glass. Overall, the car wasn't in terrible shape. There was a lot of toning on the casting, but I decided to go with tearing it down, stripping the paint, and cleaning up the casting just a little bit, and then polishing it and painting it in the closest thing I can get to Windex blue with a rattle can, which is the KRYLON stained glass soft blue. Put about 3 coats of that on there, and then about 4 coats of Menwax clear. Overall, very happy with it. Still debating whether I should have just went with the metal cast base coat to even out the toning on the casting, but hey, it works for me. It's going to go in my collection. It's not one of the Sweet 16, but it is from the second year, and still a sweet little car. The hood was intact. The engine and everything just shined up really nice, as did the body. And I didn't really even polish the base. I just wire wheeled it with a brass wheel, and it came out looking great. Of course, put a new set of Bright Vision deep dish Redline wheels on, and did a little alignment with the little tool. And then the last thing, I hit the tail lights for some detail, and I couldn't help myself, put a little white in the headlights. But that's about as far as I went. I just tried to kind of keep it as close to what a Hot Wheels would have looked like in 1969. This one, even though it was not Windex blue, I think it came out looking really good with the interior color I had to work with. But anyway, here it is, all completed. Well, hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are not currently a subscriber, please do. And share with your friends. Ring the bell when you subscribe. You'll be notified of all of the future builds that are coming up, or videos that are waiting to be premiered. I usually have 2 a week, or 1 to 2 a week. Every other week I do a random restoration Monday, and then try to do just the customs on Fridays. And when the 3 Blind Mice and 4 Horsemen builds come around, of course I join in on those, usually on the end of the month. And we just changed the Diecast International Builders build date to the 5th of every month, so be watching for those. We tried to move it kind of away from the clutter of the middle of the month, and that way everybody doesn't have quite as many builds to have to fight through. So, all right, well, I will see you in the next.